Then we don't get we may not deal with the sound so well. We'll try.
Thank you, wow. A little higher up, a little higher up. No, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle. I know you do, I know.
Won't make you feel good.
Okay, perfect, Lido. Good. Bekanoi es
Kenusi, Hannes Kenusi. This again. Pinchas Benaluza Banahana Koy. You have to know that. One of them says, why is it next week? Pinchas, why couldn't say the first that we killed him? God waited the whole week to see what kind of canoe he is. Okay, now we can say Pinchas Benaluza Banahana Koy.
You want to know something? Can I tell you something very interesting?
Well, yeah.
You know how holy Zimri was?
Yeah, it could be. One for the shoot.
I'll tell you why. Zimri was very holy. Hashem needed a story called Pashas Pinchas. He needed to show, for whatever reason, he needed this story in the world. He needed someone to go shift the Midyunis and Pinchas to come and stab. And there should be a whole story of a canoe. So God asked, who wants to do that? And Zimri said, I'll do it for you. Think about it.
That's good to Birdie Torah.
Birdie has a story.
If you believe that everything is from God, then that happens.
Da habe ich gefragt Zimri, sie wusste, man muss sagen, die ganze Masse mit der Story, to make a whole story about it.
Yeah. If you believe that everything that happens is from God,
du steigt bei Jürgen Moshe, steigt es. Steigt bei Jürgen Moshe. Hey, komm her, ich kann dich hargen an. Zioini, fui. So shoot, Schmitty kommt von da.
I think late Red Label is by far the most interesting man in the show. You're the most interesting man in the watch now.
I'll tell you what, I like him.
What about, we can all make our own decision.
You called him? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. I might have been a plumber. Yes, I want to chef can help about it. I'm sure.
Whatever he did to it.
Not yet. Hashem. Wow. Eddie, I wish I could
How
go
can we make a
more
bad
with you.
decision?
I'd be
Do it. We should have all been there, right? Somebody who's people, when people were supposed to die for whatever reason.
No.
It's all ordained. But the guy is still a murderer. He did the wrong thing, right?
Yeah.
Not done it and maybe
No, of course.
right? So like,
I have to see a house with a tree. Is that? If he's that?
I want to tell you something.
Not
like
that.
anybody who's mentioned in this Torah, like
It's grown up. It's grown up.
they're doing something wrong. Still
I looked at the house.
Yeah, but can I tell you something?
Come by, stop around, bro. Make coffee.
In a movie,
It's okay, it's a little early.
when there's a murderer and he kills somebody, the guy's a murderer in the movie. Right? He's not the good guy, he's the bad guy in the movie.
How many
My
kids?
still gets paid for being in the movie.
But after the movie, after his 9 to 5, he's not a murderer. He's just an action.
Right.
So this world is a movie to an extent. Now, after that, beyond that, the world is fantasy. Right? Now, in this world, it's real. We have feature always seems that way, right? If you choose good or bad, if you choose bad, you're the bad guy. You get punished. It's all fine. But we still have to remember that it's just a movie.
So,
God's
oh,
running
yeah,
the
your
show.
father did not eat shit. I'm sorry, I make it up.
Yeah, we daven church for all my life.
Wow.
And the revelation comes
What's this guy's name? What's this guy's name?
It's not
We
like
live our life in a certain way.
why? Because we are in the movie.
Right.
Right. So in the game, you got to play the game, and we can't pretend that we're not in the game because we are in the game. Fine. But we also have to know that it's all just a game.
The question is when to apply the Emahav, like more or less.
I don't mind myself.
Because there are people, right, like when you're watching passport, he's in the game, he knows he's in the game. He plays the game, knowing that it's just a game. And the blind
I'll
or gets him through the board.
Film.
Right, across Europe.
See, there's lots.
because it's all just a game, but he's at a certain level.
Hast du a Schiebe da? Hast du a lesson?
Das,
Hast du
I
a lesson
guess.
jetzt?
So maybe Cosby was in this place.
Because you could see.
Listen, I don't know if he was in the place. I don't know if he consciously knew what he was doing.
Did he come with
I don't
this?
know if he consciously had that.
Did
that
it come
thought.
with the girl? Zimri came with the girl from Moshe Rabbeinu, right?
Yeah.
What? What does that mean?
And if he
What
did,
is what is the toilet says?
however,
What does the toilet want
Not
to show
necessarily.
that's
us?
the right thing.
Yeah.
What does the toilet want to show
Yes,
us
I
with
know.
this whole story? What is it? Like my wife used
He
to
was
tell me,
nice
she
enough, there's a
was a
kind of
beautiful, beautiful girl.
Right.
We were walking there and I looked at it and I said, wow. My wife said, what are you looking? I said, you look a lot better than that.
You said it's good to look at pretty girls, because then your wife knows at least you're better than
It's
that.
nature. Can you tell somebody?
Okay,
"Yeah,
let's
I'm
go.
looking, I'm not looking.
I guess
I'm not
it is
looking. I'm
over.
looking. I'm looking.
Okay, let's
Look
read
at
a
it,
little
look
bit.
at it.
The
Yeah.
question is how long you hold on to it.
You know, oh, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. That story, I want to tell you something. Well, my Rebbe says to me, when you look something no good, don't blink with your eyes. Just turn away and blink over there. Because if you blink it, you make a picture out of it.
Oh my gosh, you serious?
No, that makes
That's
a lot
what
of
it
sense.
said.
Really?
When you look at something, you're driving down the road and you see a pretty girl on
You
the
wanna take
side,
a
right?
blink even?
That if you, it's like taking that second look that makes it. Think about it.
It's the beep beep to get her to turn around. That is the looking at it.
It's different levels. It's
natural.
different
It's
levels.
the second one.
It's
Listen,
a beautiful
very-
person. We can
Hold
all
on a
appreciate
second.
beauty.
Ellie,
It's the
Ellie.
question is how long you hold on to it.
Ellie,
for.
Ellie,
How are you gonna be?
you're 100% right. We're saying the same thing. I'm just saying it's very nuanced, the different levels of how long you stick with it.
Right.
The least is when you see it and you just keep looking straight, right? So that it doesn't even. It's different places in your brain that you can decide to be like, okay, I'm done with it.
I don't know. I'm trying to get to a place where I'm not
Very
even
nuanced.
thinking, okay, I'm done with it. I'm just trying to move on. I'm trying to move
Right.
through.
Yeah.
Allow everything to go. Even that moment of thought, and that's guilt, that's shame, that's
No.
like,
Player.
it's gonna lead me to
No,
it.
I want to tell you something. Forget guilt, shame. I know already at this point that if I'm going to look at a good-looking woman for like in that way, it's not good for me.
Let me ask you a question. If you ever see a good-looking man, take the question about a woman out of it for a minute.
No.
Good-looking man. Is it okay to look at a good-looking man?
Yes, very good.
What else do you do with it? You keep it with you?
No,
You
no.
move
Hold on a
Why
second. Let
can't
me
you
ask you a
look at
question.
good-looking woman the same
Is
way?
it okay to look at porn?
Big difference.
What?
Is it okay to look at porn?
I say no.
Okay. Now, is it? Oh, why? Why?
Because ultimately it'll lessen the beauty to the rest of the world. It'll create false perceptions in your own mind about
It takes you
sex
down a
or
rabbit
women.
hole.
And yeah, ultimately it's not good to keep with. But if you
Okay,
see
so now,
porn,
hold on a
then
second.
you gotta-
You're not allowed to
No,
look-
hold
you're
on.
not
So
allowed to
now,
look- You're not allowed to look naked woman.
what?
Naked
You
woman.
could. I'm just
To
saying.
make.
It's not about making or making it. The question is if you want
What
to.
does it mean?
Are you allowed to or not?
Allowed to make.
It's not about allowed.
That's
The
what I'm
question is,
saying.
do you want
Maybe
to?
you are allowed. You
Because
actually are allowed
everything
to.
you're not
And
allowed
it's
is
normal if
illusion.
you do because God made
What?
it too.
Everything you're
The
not
question
allowed
is how
is
long
illusion.
you keep
Okay.
it with you. The question you start
It's just
thinking
gonna,
about
it's
her
gonna
with
burn
you.
you out.
Right.
That's
Okay,
like,
no. So the question is like this. Hold on. The question is like this. I don't know about you, but I know if I look at a hot girl and start thinking about her and think about her more and start imagining things, then it's not going to be good for me.
Can I tell you a trick?
One second, right?
Yeah,
Do you agree with that?
of course.
Okay. So the less and right away my mind when I look at a hot girl starts going that direction until I stop it, or I think about something else.
How do you stop it?
It's very, very nuanced to say, okay, now I'm going to focus on something else, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now when I see a hot girl in the street, I know already that going down that rabbit hole is not good for me. I don't like it,
Right.
right? It takes me down to a place that I don't want to be.
Right.
So the sooner I
Get out
catch
of
myself,
that.
I get out of it, the better it is for me.
Sure.
Okay,
What's your trick? What's
so
your-
now,
what's your-
it's not good or
Finish.
bad. It's
Then
no, hold on,
what's
give me a
your way?
second.
What's your-
Live, we'll go to that in a second. So I'm saying there's a million different times that you can look away, that you can hold yourself back, right? A million, there's
That's how it
different,
doesn't let you.
right? So
It's-
the
it's
earlier you do it,
It's
the
hard
better it is. Not about mitzvah or avera. It's if I know that this is not a route that I want to go
don't
down.
let you because he sees.
Right,
Then
and
you
it's
go.
also
Yeah,
fun.
it goes to war. You
By the
go
way-
great.
And it's also fun.
By the way, but
Yeah.
when you do it and you go away, that's yichet with Hashem Yisburach, because nobody knows it. It's just you and Hashem.
Right.
It's the most There's a Mosif, there's the whole.
But can I?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know
go
if this
ahead,
is-
go
I
ahead.
don't know if this is real or not. I don't know if anybody's gonna yell at
But
me.
it's real for you.
But I think if everything that comes to you in your life is here to teach you a lesson, right? Including the beautiful woman walking down the street, including a negative thought that's not coming to your mind. Why can't most of us are married men over here? Why isn't it possible to look at a beautiful woman? Let's say you have a thought, and then bring it onto your wife. Bring it home. Explore that thought. It's the same way. It's in a way you're saying it's okay. Do it. The thought is normal. The fact that I find her to be beautiful is normal. My wife would find her beautiful too. We can both
That
sit there and
sounds like
talk about.
justification of DSR.
No, hold on a second.
One second.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm
Fine.
not-
Watching this porn video for ideas for later.
No. I did not
That's
say
basically what
Hold
you're
on a
saying.
I was
second.
not
Fine,
saying that
hold
you
on.
should watch porn for ideas. But
That's
first of all,
basically what-
if you want to watch porn with your wife, I think a lot of people would say that that is okay actually. But for you to watch porn individually and then to say that it's to teach you sexual moves, that might be you tricking yourself. I'm talking about a woman that you see in the street. A natural occurrence that passes by. And now I suddenly got a thought in my head. Guess what? Maybe you're horny. Maybe you haven't made good love to your wife in a while. Go back home, bring that energy onto your wife, and let it out in a healthy way. The only thing that's wrong is when I think to myself, well, what would I do with that woman?
You're honest.
What does she want to do with me? This is, but if everything is happening in this world, I saw a beautiful woman, you're right. I didn't beep because that's the second thing. I didn't think to myself,
Hold on, hold
but
on.
if you say to yourself, wait,
Hold on a second.
maybe bring it
Ellie,
home
Ellie,
and
do you-
channel in the
why
proper
do you
way.
think beeping is no good?
Because that's the, let me get one more second.
Okay, so but the same way you see beeping as let me get one more second, there's that same fork in the road a couple milliseconds before.
Right, and
So the same way you agree that beeping is no good. It's all in the same direction.
How about
So the same way you say beeping is no good, so I'm saying go a couple milliseconds earlier. You can also veer off.
no problem.
But he's saying
That's what I'm saying.
everything's for a reason, right? How about the reason is I should learn that I have control of myself.
100%, you do, and that's, I'm not arguing with that part either. Of course you're having that control, of course those are the first levels of awareness. The only question is what can you then do with that, and can you channel it?
Okay, you're not baboos if you see something.
Yeah, when someone's walking the street, again, you see a beautiful woman, we're gonna have this everywhere. Everywhere we go, it's the summertime, baby. Like, you're gonna see this everywhere. So it's almost like inevitable that we're gonna go out into the world and we're gonna see beautiful things. A man, a woman,
There's a
all these
level.
things.
There's a level
What
a
are we gonna
person
do
can
with
get
it?
to.
I don't
Let
think
me
these
say
guys
this.
are arguing.
Ellie, there's a place a person can get to where
You
there's
saying
things
that's
around
the
you all the
same
time.
Right,
but
he's
don't
saying
see
you don't want to
them.
go down there, but
And there
he
is
also
things
says
around you all the
don't
time that
go
you
down,
don't
just
see.
apply it.
Like you
whatever
got
way
Hashem and
can.
everything. You think you're really
That's
seeing that?
No,
Not
not
sure.
at all.
You know what I said to me?
It could be that you're
You see a nice beautiful
you're
girl?
on South Beach.
Turn
and you're
away
walking down,
and blink.
and your mom shouldn't
Don't
even see
blink
the
while
rest.
you
It's
see
not
them.
what you're focused on.
Because
Because you're just not in that place. So the thing is now you're seeing them, it's showing you that you are in that place because you are seeing it.
What's wrong with seeing that?
I'm not saying there's something wrong, I'm just saying you're in that place and you want to say there is something wrong, it's because maybe you're going to go down the rabbit hole.
Right.
Maybe you're going to think about this, maybe you're
Right.
going to think about that. You're going to say, oh, it's okay if I'm seeing it because it's a
Well,
place
if you
to
look-
play, right? And now I can think of how I can apply it to my wife. You're
I don't-
already in a place where you're noticing it.
Right.
There's also a higher level where
You
it's
don't
like when
even
you open the
notice it.
fridge and you don't see the milk because
Yeah,
it's not on the shelf it should be on. It's the same thing. Like if you're on a different shelf, then this whole concept of
It's-
seeing gorgeous women in the
That's a
street,
great level.
then they won't. I'm saying
It's a great level. I don't think the majority of the people sitting on this
most
table
people are
on that
not.
level.
However,
But I want to see the flues of
Recognize that
I want to
that's
see
a-
the flues of
Nobody
butter.
wants to see the place.
That's good. I see a nice chick. Wow, and the flues of a guy.
and maybe when you
Beautiful
see her,
chick
all you
with
do
it.
is see a place of player, and you're not thinking anything sexual. Maybe, you know.
You know what's interesting? I always think like we were raised in this way that women are kind of sexualized, right? That the way we're talking now, any other woman, right? If you look at her, automatically down the rabbit hole. Is it possible to be raised that it's not that women aren't sexual?
I read a book by the way about it.
Absolutely.
It's called, I don't remember the name of it. It's basically saying that every time you see a woman, a beautiful woman or anything, think about the feminine energy. Just take out the feminine energy of her.
That's what.
And just go. I'll tell you
No,
the
you're
truth.
saying
I have a
something
friend
else.
who helped. It didn't help for me.
No,
I
look.
read
Once
it.
we were
It
raised
didn't
this
help for
way,
me.
No, no,
But again,
once
could be
we were raised this way, it's too late.
Bernie,
Yeah.
what do you mean once? Who's not raised that way? In the Gemara and all shots, whatever you see in the Torah Hebrew, a
This is Parsha, what do you mean?
Actually, beschaffen der Welt, in creation, jeder Chai, jeder Menschen, alles arbeitet als Schuche von der Mann zu der Frau. Das ist ein Fakt. De gezamenlijk gedraaid met water zusammen en
It's the first mitzvah, Peruvu. So it's just the first mitzvah, then there's a freaking huge koach of
The
it.
question is, what do you do with it? What do you do with it?
Right.
It's the first mitzvah, so everybody has to try. It's the
Some-
first mitzvah.
Most of the mitzvahs I'm struggling. Why this one?
There's the first one, it's always the first thing that's coming to the
De
mind.
ganze Welt arbeitet an dem. Chai, Chaimas, Menschen.
Everything.
But she broke, so
Why
alles
is
muss
it
ich
even taught?
Why
The
was
preference
it?
of everybody
This
here
past
is that as if
week's
it's a
Parsha.
bad thing. Why is it even? This
past
is the
week's-
part. This
this
is the
past
part where I'll
week's
jump on
Parsha.
your
Nobody's
bandwagon now.
Bilam.
By the way.
Nobody
Bilam.
Why is
said.
it a bad thing? Why are you ashamed?
Nobody said it's bad.
And
The
it's not-
question
it's
is,
not about-
everything
It's
has
not
a different
woman.
measure.
How did it
Same
happen
with
this
a
week's
man.
past Parsha? This past Parsha, you had Bilam Balak with Bros, right? Moab?
Using the Torah to make you feel like a
No, but it was Moab. They went around, the women were in the tents, and they were like, oh, come buy these wares. Oh, but come check it out in the back. I got a lady and wine. And it all started with like a little, like, oh, let me just go take a look. Let me just go peek. Let me just go see.
I'm not justifying go take.
No, but then it's
But
like,
if something
oh,
comes up in your mind,
But
I'm
that's
not
the
justifying go take.
Torah has every single deal you can weigh.
It's
Like,
Hashem
oh, but
Tov
just
Zuk,
look, but
not
really
gonna
it's
be
going to
much
be
of
to
an
connect your
elevator,
wife.
that's it.
Really, it's
Oh,
going to be to make you
oh.
better. Really,
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna be
hello, do you hear what I'm
more.
saying? Elevating that thought and thinking about how you can bring that home
But
to
it's
your
a
own wife,
very
to your own
hard
son.
level.
I'm masking. So is being on a
Yeah.
level where you don't even see
No,
it.
but
Don't
so-
go to South Beach
so-
to begin with.
Yeah, no,
Right?
right.
Okay, but we're not there.
Yeah.
We all walk around.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't beat. Okay, great. That's another level. I'm not a taxi driver in Israel. But like, what's wrong with seeing a beautiful woman? Fucking beautiful. And God made it, and it's amazing. We all want it. The question is, what are we gonna do with that? Do I think about it for one more second? Do I even think about what I could do with her? What she would want to do to me? Or just channel it towards whether it's creative energy, sexual energy within yourself, embrace it, own it, be with it. Channel it all the right way. This is the part that I can say. Again, I'm not justifying looking at porn. And I don't think you should look at porn to look at sexual moves. I think but like, if you're with your wife, I think that's okay. If something comes up, it is on you. It's here to teach you the lesson. What's that lesson that this is teaching
I have
you?
a question. This is easy to say when you see just a woman you're passing by. What about a woman that you deal with a lot?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question.
It's much harder.
It could be a
So,
challenge.
so,
That's
so I'll
like
be
a-
honest. I don't know what's over there. I had it less than a month ago, and I'm still going through it.
Right.
My wife knows it. Everything is okay.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
It's awesome that
But
you're.
it was very hard, and I was in a position. I don't have to go to her to. She deals with me sometimes, and I didn't have to go over there to. So I try to escape from myself, but I find my thoughts even more. I finally keep them around, saying, "Don't run away with the pink elephant in the room. Don't think of the."
Right.
I find it just in the middle when I was like broke. I thought to give up my
That's
job
cool.
even about it because of that.
Wow.
I was like, it's not good for me.
Yeah, that's a harder challenge. It's a different
So
challenge.
that's what I'm saying. I can go, and every day I can go back to her.
That's a different type of a challenge also. That's an
No, but
individual.
it's the same idea that you're constantly, it's a battle with yourself.
I know it's.
It's trick you in a second, like, oh, but really, it's good for you.
It's
You know?
not good for you. It's never good for you. It's
It's
never good for you. It's only bringing you to
I know every time I can go back to the rabbit hole, whatever. So it's a long story. It's a long whatever. I'm not gonna go into details. But
Ich kijk zo naar zo. De Eibster doet jede zaak.
not on camera. I'm sorry. I'm just not
You're
going.
on-
It's
you're not on
okay.
the camera, you're behind me.
I don't think it's going anywhere. It's going anywhere.
We usually post it on YouTube, but there's so many, it's hard to find the exact moment. So let's be honest.
No, it's okay.
There's a lot of very embarrassing moments between me and Bernie.
I understand. I even share the story. It's also hard.
Yeah, no, it's great. I give
It's
it
open. It's open.
Respect for being an open
That
conversation.
we as men, right? Hashem made us men do it. We're special law.
Can I ask you to speak in English?
There's some things that Hashem said
Zo het gaan
you
geweest?
should look and see the beauty in it.
Okay,
The avoid is of elevating it by seeing it.
okay,
It's a beautiful flower from Hashem.
right.
And some things that avoid is not
Sneer.
to
Not to
elevate
engage
it by not to.
Uh-huh.
Look at his
These
face.
things you elevate by
Snow.
not looking.
It's new.
If you
So I'll tell you, I know what I should
You
want to
didn't
do on
see it,
that,
yeah.
at that moment. I figured it out. I spoke to whatever, my Diana, a lot of I had with Hashem in the middle of the way. When I am with her, schmoozing or whatever I'm doing, I had to do some stuff, whatever, fix some stuff, whatever,
Okay.
with her. Hashem once, and that time I was broken, and I spoke to Hashem as I was with her, schmoozing. I spoke to Hashem, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? I don't like it, I don't want it. And later I figured, this is what Hashem wants.
Right,
You want the yichid from there? Be with her and think about me.
right.
That was my challenge at that time, and Hashem wanted that avoid of me.
Wow,
Right.
wow. That's good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not the only one. Everybody has their own. It was not challenge.
So, but why can't you say it's the same? So it's the same thing when you see a beautiful woman in the street. It's taking you for a
But-
second, but then
no.
that's the moment that someone wants you.
Forget,
But
forget
I don't
God
want to
and
see
all
it
this.
again.
Hold on one second. My whole point is something else. Forget God, forget Judaism, forget halacha. Right? You're a married man. You know, if I go down that
Right.
Beautiful woman.
it's not,
No.
it's not a place that you want to go down.
Seeing or getting in a relationship with.
It's not a place you want to go down in your mind. Or do you?
What are we going down in my mind? You realize the paths that I create in my mind are also the creation of myself.
Right.
So you tell me what path we're going down. We can list 5 different ways to view the situation.
There's one path you don't want to go down.
So make sure you don't go down that path.
That's all it is. To hop off that train as soon as possible.
Okay, but when you could also turn it into a way where it's like, forget about just hopping off. Forget about just turn it off. How can I elevate that? How can I channel that towards anytime you hop off, by the way, that's going to be burnout. You're going to be burned out, you're going to end up falling with that. To change it into an elevated
called self-control.
is like a much more valuable thing. And that's what you did.
Self-control.
When you acknowledge, this is the moment.
But I know I'm not over it. If I go now back to her.
You're never
My
really
thought's
over-
gonna start
whenever
spinning again,
whenever
right?
over our challenges, this is a challenge. This is a very individual challenge, by the way, and it could be something that we all individually have to challenge with. But like, this is your individual challenge, and you got a way to figure out. Oh, what is this position that I'm supposed to? What am I supposed to?
So
take
my
with me?
question is, am I
It's not
running
just
away?
jump
Am I running away?
You weren't.
No.
I don't think you were.
So
did.
now, as we speak, am I running away
No.
because I can't
You're
control my feelings?
acknowledging
No,
it,
I don't
you're
want to go
heading
in that rabbit hole again.
You're grabbing it face on and like head on, and you're dealing with it like a man. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, but if somebody says, I don't like that place that I'm in, even though there's a, once I'm in it and I could think about Yichud with Hashem and it's all wonderful, I don't like that place, so I'm not gonna put myself in a position that I'm gonna end up in
Don't
that
trust
place.
yourself
Fine,
until
you
you
shouldn't.
die, right?
It's great.
I'm talking about
So-
Yeah,
Don't put
it's simple.
yourself in a
Learn.
bucket.
Simple. That's also right.
Yeah, it's like.
It's the same idea. But it's true, right? Real true
I guess this
habit is
applies only
always
once you're
put
in this
the same place.
situation.
So I'm
Bernie,
gonna put myself in that place again.
this applies, I guess, only once you're in this situation. Try not to do
That's
it.
why I say it's
not-
not for
But
kids.
you're saying about
No, I'm
looking,
saying-
just
I'm just
when you
saying,
pass
I'm
by.
saying something else. I'm saying that forget God and forget religion and forget
Everyone
everything.
is-
100%.
I'm saying if
I'm with you, by the way.
If you don't want to end up in that place, then you're gonna have to deal with it at
Yeah,
some
but this is
point.
an everyday occurrence. You're a man.
True.
It doesn't even matter if you're a heterosexual
True.
man. If you're a homosexual man, you're gonna have the same issues the other way around, which is different things. So like we're all attracted to certain things.
There's,
We're all-
it's a certain place in the mind.
By the way, if you're
Hang out
healthy.
in. There's a certain place in your mind that to hang out in that is a sexual place, right? When you think about sexual things, right? There's a time and place for that. But in general, it's not a place that I want to be in.
I'll just stop you on that. I'm actually trying to embrace my sexuality these days tremendously, much more than before, because I was
Once-
I
fine.
used to burn my hands after masturbating.
Yeah, but once you,
right?
again,
I used to burn my hands when I was 14 years old after masturbating.
Burn your hands?
Yeah, I used to like put hot water on really late, like in the shower, and I would burn my hands. I would hit myself
Why?
because I felt bad. I felt like I did something
I
wrong.
felt so good.
It's awesome.
You feel bad.
So
Ellie,
that's the place my sexual exploration I'm at now.
Wow.
Ellie, we're talking about it. It's
And that's-
two different things.
Something-
We're talking about two
something-
different things. That's not sitkis, that's sick.
No, but
It is.
No,
It
it's-
is a little
Sickness.
sick.
It's a very good verse of error right there.
It's a little sad. It's also really holy. But you know the
Exactly.
podcast from Jacobson and Zimmerman? It was perfect. Okay, you know the podcast they posted it on what's it called on the group chat. There's a podcast about Y.Y. Jacobson and
I
Dr.
saw that,
Zimmerman
yeah.
about sexuality and porn and when to talk to children about intimacy. And I thought that was spot on. It was spot on for me. There was a lot of really good points. And on one hand, you could say it's pretty sick. That's pretty messed up. And what kind of trauma does somebody have to go through in yeshiva to develop that type of But then on the other hand, Zimmerman said this exact thing, for a kid to turn around and say, I could have gone away and been rebellious, right? I could have said, screw God, all this is wrong, and go the other way. And instead, I didn't turn around and say, no, God is bad. I turned around and I said, I'm bad. And I burnt myself. That's what I think I would say at this point. I could say that's pretty righteous. That's pretty special.
That's a
But-
Rahman level.
But all this talk about not to tie it all back together when you see a beautiful woman, it's not about shaming yourself. It's not about how do you channel them in the right direction. What do you do with it after? And if you're a married man, you're supposed to go back and ravage your wife
I'm not gonna stop.
because of that energy that just flew through you, or take it out somewhat in a healthy way, even if it's going back to God and saying that this is the experience that I meant to be. Whatever it is, don't jump away. Don't shut it down. Don't embrace that. I'm trying to. What is this sexuality? What is this sexual being that you are supposed to be? We are supposed to be sexual goddesses to ourselves, to each other, to like.
You should never go that route.
Why are we shutting that down? Why are we like? And that's the funny thing when you go.
It's all about time and place. It's not about shutting it down. It's about channeling it.
Yes,
It's about being in control of your behemoth. It's not about the behemoth controlling you. The behemoth needs to live. It needs to be given comfort. It needs to be given food. It needs to be given sustenance. It needs to be given all the things. The behemoth serves you. It's like an ox that allows you to feel. You need this behemoth. You can't do anything without it. So you don't shut it down. You don't heat it. You don't burn its hands. You love it. But you control it. You control it. At all times.
So I saw a woman, and I'm gonna walk away. I'm not gonna hold on to her for the whole
That's
day.
fine. And you can do a husband and have it. Why do I think these thoughts? What can I transform in my thought process that turns this into more of a holy experience and not something that brings me down? You do a husband and have to analyze and contemplate on it. Do a split and decide it if you need to. Whatever you have to do, and anything that you see that might be like a share, and you're like carved to Hashem. And that's what it's all there for. Everything that we bump into is there for that.
Yeah.
We're doing a little cooking Moran.
Whatever, this is out of fine in the middle of the whole situation. I was like just bumping into it. You start talking about money. You don't talk always about money because that you want to run away from money because then you're gonna. And I applied it the same thing to sexuality, and then you just ignore sexuality. It feels like everything. That if you always think that you want to run away of it, you're always gonna think about it. Don't put your thoughts in it.
True.
Yeah.
By the way, I love seeing you on the calls.
Yeah. By the way, it's been really cool.
I love how he like.
I gotta meet this guy.
Such a heart set
Does he
guy.
live in?
He's always driving around here. I don't know what he's doing, but like he's.
It's really cool. You put me on.
No,
Ruben
Ruben.
put me on. It's been very good.
I've been in touch with him. He hasn't been here a while. Ruben?
No. Yeah.
No, I don't know. Never met him in
You
person.
never met him. You don't know where he lives.
I know nothing about it.
Better than you think.
There's somebody who says
He'd be like a 15-year-old in his mother's bedroom. I don't know.
Awesome.
no idea. It's crazy. My wife's been listening to it actually with me every
Yeah,
day.
and my wife too.
Yeah. Big Kitzur.
Anyways, yeah.
What are we getting to?
The bottom line is,
Ready?
he takes something positive from Zimri and Husband, like,
So very good.
they get
See now,
punished for
that's
that.
it.
Forever.
Somebody,
We
people
take
have it in
positive
their minds for
lessons from that
years.
story, even
They
though it
bring it
wasn't
out, they
there.
go,
That's
And
the
they
watching
killed-
porn.
You know what I mean?
That's the watching porn.
They always get fired for
Everybody watch porn up
the
in the
part
air
that they
while he's
play.
holding on the stick.
They take
Yeah,
out
they
positive
just-
lessons from whatever it is they did.
Together.
It doesn't mean they did something good.
They were in the
But if we
act.
can take something positive out of it,
They
they
were
always
all
I'm sure they somehow
I mean,
get.
They were still in
they're
the
the
act
animals.
together.
I mean, they're the animals.
And he's like, that was the
Come on, where did he get? Come on, where did
I
he
have a
get?
friend who was,
Where did he get?
yeah.
Right? Burn it.
One second.
Another one.
Because we didn't say, right? Pentecost brought them around the whole camp, alive, while they were together in the act. That was the first porn movie.
No, they were on a shish kebab. They were still alive.
Yeah, they were alive together in the act.
They were shish kebab.
But they were together in the act. That's the first porn movie showing everybody porn. Right? What does it do for them?
Snuff film.
What did it do for them? Did it say, wow, I want that? Or did it say, wow, don't do that? What was their, right? 'Cause everybody was involved with it. Everybody was
Have
involved
a
with
good
it.
day.
You still hanging around? You have a Shabbos? Or you going back to Shabbos?
No, I'm here for a few weeks.
Yes.
L'chaim, either l'chaim,
Great and awesome day.
A Jew, we are Amanifcha, right?
A what?
We are Amanifcha.
Okay.
And we are not like the Goy. Why we have to be like the Goy?
In what way are we like the guy?
To have kids. It's a lot of things like this. What?
You don't want to have kids?
One
Yeah,
second.
we'll have kids.
One second. Maybe the word Amanifkar means that
Can we first type the little
Even-
translation of that, please?
It means the chosen.
chosen nation.
Ah, okay.
Maybe Amanifkar means that to be like the goy and still be connected to God.
Elevated.
Very good, I got it now.
We're all humans at the end of the day. We're all created the same.
No, there is a concept that the way we were raised, right, in a way, or the way a lot of religious people were raised, that the goal for a Jew is to be like a Malach, be perfect,
Right.
right? That's flawed, right? That his question comes from that. He's saying, if we're meant to be like this,
Because then it's not
then
a
why are you
choice.
putting me
But you
in
asked
this
us
place?
yesterday also, we're supposed to be in a perfect world. Why are we living in a perfect world?
What?
If we're supposed to be in a perfect world, why are we living in a perfect world?
Right.
What's
so
the challenge? What's
but
the
I'm
scholar?
telling you
What's
where
the-
the
what's the
question
test?
comes from.
If we all saw God standing on the mountain right there and knew that he was going to throw a lightning bolt at you when you sinned, would it be a question about having faith?
No,
So what are we supposed to do?
No, but I'm just explaining to you where the question comes from.
The basis of faith is to believe. It's like, and if we
What do you
So
believe?
that's
What do you
the answer.
believe? What do you
need to
believe?
believe in a higher force, in a higher
What?
power.
What? I believe.
So
What?
yesterday,
Who's got me?
Leibel. Leibel on yourself.
Leibel, wenn die was gewinnt Gott, und was da rausgenommen jüdische Kinder für Klarlisruhl, wo ist was der Ziel gestellt für Klarlisruhl?
Heiße Kaffee zu kriegen.
Heiße Kaffee, feine Cheesecake,
Ja.
feine Ribsteak,
Ja.
alles da ist und das Schönste und das Beste, right? Kannst du mich maßbar sein? Et gut nicht Ziel gestellt.
Kannst du Englisch?
Sei du, lo no sam no. Gut nicht. Melech, Malcham, Lochem, Geshbuchi, nothing.
When? When you left Mitzrayim?
Yeah. Nothing. Why? Und sie steht noch in der Gute. Demals sie gewinnt, ist Galles, Melech, Malcham, Lochem, Geshbuchi, wenn hat gut nicht gegeben.
You understand what he's saying?
Das ist Melech, Malcham, Lochem.
No, he's saying if you were God and you're just taking the Jews out of Mitzrayim, right, wouldn't you like set up a whole smorgasbord of steaks and cheesecake on each other with butter?
Was ist Bescheid von dem?
That time you
saying
say,
God
that
didn't
time,
give us
that
anything.
time.
Why it doesn't give nothing? Why it doesn't give nothing?
Who said they didn't? They didn't have
You know why? You know why? You know why?
Okay.
Why?
B'shas, es ist du love, darfst du nicht kein Steak.
English, please.
When there's love,
The
you don't
moment
say-
when you're in a love moment, you don't eat steak,
Right.
and you don't eat coffee,
Right.
you don't eat cheesecake. I'm in the love mode.
Right.
Because Baruch Hu wants to take the all Ashirim, the all Gvirim, the all people, the Chachomim, make them knocked out from everything, unless Hashem is Baruch. He says,
Well, they did
if
have
you
a lot of
need
money.
water, tell me, I'm going to give you a cup of water.
They had a lot of money.
Huh?
They left with a lot of money.
He's left with a lot of money. Listen, sie gewinnen 600,000 people, rich people, the maximum rich, what or a man was more rich than the richest man now. And
Who needs to
nobody
get sick with that
nobody thinks, 600,000 people, nobody thinks common sense to send a few people to any country to bring food. Nobody think about it. Wow.
Because when you have so much money, you don't need food.
When you have a Kodesh Baruch, you don't eat nothing.
What do you need money?
In what I am in it, and what the people do with all money? Mishkan. In
The idol.
I am in it, the idol. Why is it the idol? Because it doesn't have what to do with that. It's to the idol. If you don't have what to do
No,
with
but they didn't
Shefa,
have God.
Moshe Rabbeinu says for Kodesh Baruch Hu, what you want. You give them money, definitely going to be chatoim.
No, that's not why.
That
they
is
kept
what
doing it.
Moshe Rabbeinu says for Kodesh Baruch Hu.
They didn't have
That's
God.
what
If they
they-
would have had God, they wouldn't need an idol. Why did they make the idol? Because they didn't have God.
It is
For 40 days, and Moshe Rabbeinu went away from them.
Moshe, not
Fine, Moshe was the conduit to God. Okay, so don't tell me it's because they had money.
They
Even if they didn't have money, they
made
would
a
do it.
mistake only with 12 hours, 24 hours.
It's not such. It's
when is the time when a human being feels is ever God?
without a God.
Yes, it's neither God, it's ever God, it's neither God. When is the time? When it comes to a space, it can do nothing. I need the help from God. Then the einzigste muss feel, oh, Tate. I see the first time in my life Hashem, you know, when I come into the United States, and my friend learns me to say, I'm coming only for 3 weeks. If I say I come from more time, it's not going to be a visa to be there. And I doesn't understand English, and it just says, just asks me, how long are you going to be there? It says 3. That's me, weeks, hours, days, months. I take the middle. It says months. Says me, okay, you have to go to the room. I come into the room, full of goyim on the side, handcuffs off the floor. And I see the police on the stage, and I tell them, telephone, I want to call to some for help, whatever. Not telephone, going back to Israel the next flight. I take my seat, and I start to cry. I was 19 years, and I start to cry, and I say, Kodesh Baruch Hu, wow. The old people here on the floor doesn't have a Kodesh Baruch Hu to cry to him. Oh, I appreciate it. I have a Kodesh Baruch Hu to try. Thank you so much. And I tell him, and I didn't know the reason what he sent me in. And I tell him, I don't know the reason why he sent me in. A second after that, it comes into my head, the reason why you're here because you says 3 months. In the same second, my friend, what I know him, is coming, just, I don't know why, and I tell him, very fast, I'm here only for 3 weeks until for the prayer, and he's giving me 5 weeks to be there.
Wow.
And I come to learn here. And Hashem do, as in the 5th week, my brother married in London, and I go to the Chasna. I come back, I say, 3 weeks. Steht aber nicht, in the Pilots mine ist nicht gewöhnt von der Yeshia, what I got. This Pilots was, I see a Kodesh Baruch Hu. I see the Araber doesn't have a Kodesh Baruch Hu, the Goy doesn't have a Kodesh Baruch Hu. I have a Kodesh Baruch Hu to cry to him. It's the same thing. Kodesh Baruch Hu takes out the Eden from Mitzrayim, doesn't give him tzeit or there, nothing. You need something? Call me. I'm here for you. And the second, when a man can do everything, he doesn't feel like a Kodesh Baruch Hu. In a case of an emergency, something happened, an accident. Oh my God! Ah! The guy says, "My God!" Verstehst? The Kodesh Baruch Hu takes everything away. In now I understand, as a speaker, I understand why Kodesh Baruch Hu give the money, the gold, just because it says for Avram Avinu. If not, it doesn't give it that also not. Being nothing. No ich allein, verstehst?
Hey, Ali! Have a great day! This is my new friend, Ali.
I know him 20 years.
This guy's holy.
I just met him like 3 months.
This guy's holy. I'm telling you, this guy's holy.